Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, I want to let you know that when I'm doing the reading for Monday through Thursday, I do use my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel decks. I will also pull one from the Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also from Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, if you are new to my channel or if you are cross-watching, just remember to go, right down there is the description, is the timestamp, and that can get you to the regular readings, okay? I tag this introduction on all the readings. Now, what I'm going to be doing for the introductions is I'm going to use my Rider, whichever I'm using today, Traditional Tarot, and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. All the cards, I have prayed, I have meditated, I have infused the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message, and hopefully, well, I do know it gets delivered, but it gets delivered to the right address. So let's see what we've got going on. Now, if ever you want to look at my listing and what I do, you can go to my website, www.Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to do a little bit better. Also Twitter. I'm trying to do a little bit better with those postings, but you might want to take a look. And I try to post on the community page too. So we have on the 12th of December, we have the Sun, which is in Sagittarius right now, sextiling Saturn, which is Aquarius, at the 20. Now remember, 2s are crossroads choices. 0 is God's source energy. Sextiling is actually a good energy. It's not a real strong one, but it is a positive one. It's kind of like, hey, you want to go out tonight? Sure, what time? I don't care. Just come on over. So it's a good energy. It's not a strong energy per se, but it's not a bad energy. It's not an opposing energy. None of the energies are really bad, but it's not something to really get it moving and really get it up in arms, okay? So the Sun, Sagittarius, all about adventure, all about fire energy, working to, try to make things a different way. It's an interesting, Sagittarius has an interesting look on life. And then we have Aquarius, which is our air energy, which is also, which is about, thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. We have Saturn. Saturn is has some rules and regulations, has some structure to it. Saturn in Aquarius is where I'm always telling you about illusion versus reality, seeing things. So something about this Sun, something about this adventurous energy is kind of pushing Saturn maybe a little out of its comfort zone while it's in Aquarius. Not necessarily strongly, and it's not forcing Saturn, but it is kind of like saying, come on, get moving a little bit. It's giving it some encouragement. Then we have on the 13th, we have Sagittarius again. Now it is squaring Neptune in Pisces. Now Neptune's been in Pisces for a while. It will be in Pisces for a while. Neptune in Pisces, Neptune the deep, Neptune, the hidden, Pisces the spiritual, Pisces, water energy, flowing, very, very continuity in many ways, very spiritual in many ways. So Sagittarius is kind of pushing Neptune a little bit out of its comfort zone while it was helping Saturn and pushing it out of its comfort zone in a gentle way. It's doing this more with Neptune right now. It's really pushing. It's kind of saying, you've got to do something. You've got to give up your secrets, Neptune. Give up your secrets. So we've got that going on. That's at 22 degrees. Again, 2, choices, decisions. Interesting stuff. The 17th has an interesting energy, even though we're not there. Mercury is 15 degrees, Capricorn. trining with Uranus, which is retrograde, of course, in Taurus. So we've got the two earth energies, Capricorn and Taurus, earth, money, job, career, okay? You know, your home energy. So these two are coming, they're buddying up with each other. Trining is kind of a stronger connection. So there is that. Mercury is about communication and electronics. Mercury towards the end of December goes retrograde. So right now this is entering into that shadow. It's like 1 or 2 days into the shadow of retrograde. So there is a little bit of it's slowing down. There is a little bit of discovery here. So I am feeling like there is some discovery here. So communications, and Uranus is always about expect the unexpected. But in this case, they're working together. They're working together. So interesting. The 20th, we have Jupiter re-entering Aries. So it's an interesting transitional energies. Nothing looks, on the paperwork, it doesn't look necessarily that strong, but we have to remember, we still have all those planets out there, that are now going direct, except for Mars and Uranus. So there is a little bit of a focus right now, even though we don't have a bunch of stuff, in the skies. There is things still going on in the heavens, and we were told to look to the heavens. So let's see what we have going on. Did I say this? I think I did. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, and like I said, my job is just to get it to the message where it needs to go, or just to deliver the message, and I know somebody will be picking it up. So let's see what we've got going here. Higher power, what do you want to say for the world in general? Just the world in general, just the universe for this weekend. I'm sorry, not weekend, this week, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. What do we have for this? What do we have? Here we go. We'll cut it in 3. What do you want people to know, people to be aware of? 1, 2, and 3. I'm still getting used to doing the screen this way. I hope that you're liking it. I think you can see the cards that much better. Okay, anything reversed will be a little stronger. So let's see what we've got here. Busy, 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 busy. So this is the 8 of Rods. Numbers have meaning. 8 has a lot of potential for opportunity, unlimited potential, unlimited opportunity. There's things happening around you. Rod energy, again, is that Sagittarius. It is that Aries. And remember, Jupiter will be going into Aries just on that 20th, so just right around the corner now. It is also Leo energy. Again, fiery. It is very passionate, very consuming, very, just like, I want what I want, what I want. The 8 of Rods, 8 of Wands is 8 of Fire, is considered a very busy, busy energy, busy cards. People don't know, are you coming, are you going? Things are happening, things are swirling. And it's just, make sure you take a breath. This is a week where you want to make sure you take a breath. You want to make sure that you connect with higher power. You want to make sure that maybe you meditate, because the energies are swirling around, and they're just keep, like I said, you don't know, am I coming, am I going? So next card is, now we have the 7 of Pentacles. So Pentacles is that earth energy I was talking about, Capricorn, Taurus, but it's also Virgo. Money, job, career, your home life. 7 is that divine umbrella, divine intervention. Sometimes it's called divine interference. It's that, disruption of your plans, but then you realize, oh, it worked out even better for me. So that's what the 7 is all about. This is a card that says basically, this person's got the money, he's got his money, his crops, he's done what he has to do, he is totally ready for his next step. Maybe he has to do a little bit of a cleanup, maybe he has to just kind of put the finishing touches on things, but he is ready. So kind of like, if you're having guests over, maybe for the weekend, you've got the house, straight, you've done your deep cleaning, you've got the house very organized, and then just before the guests come, you might have to do a final sweep. But So that's kind of that energy. It's like, okay, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. Okay, maybe one more final sweep, and now I totally am ready. Now, the other thing about this card, it tells you to have a little patience, because even though things are going around you, very, very fire energy, you might be ready, but it's not quite, or the people might be ready, but it's not quite transitioned over just yet. Okay, next card is, oh, and I love this card so much, she says sarcastically. We have a 5. 5 is change energy, positive, negative energy. This is the Hierophant. This is rules, regulations. This is law. This is, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it is law that is legal law. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It's the restrictions. It's, the business of government, the business of religion. It is the restrictions of government. It's the restrictions of religion. This is the kind that's like I said, there's a little bit of let's break out. Let's leave this crowd. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Either way, let's just not necessarily be around this Hierophant. It just, again, very rules and regulations with this. Very tight control. I'm getting, so whatever's going on with this, things are happening in a faster pace. You have to stand ready, even though you might have to do a little, neat, like I said, you've gotten everything ready, the party, everything is ready. You're just you might have to do a little bit of a cleanup. You might have to do a little bit more preparation, but it's very nominal. But then we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant, like I said, rules, regulations. This is the card that I'm always saying I would rather go, I don't like the Hierophant. I feel a lot of restriction with the Hierophant, and it's not one that I enjoy. But it generally tells me when, sometimes it's going, might be about disciplining. It might be about disciplining yourself. It might be about being under a discipline. It's just not necessarily a card that I enjoy. And if you've been following me, you know that I have been saying that. So I go poo on the Hierophant. Anyway, let's see what we've got with the Osho Zen Tarot cards. So we talked about fire energy. We talked about earth energy. We have air energy, which is our sword energy, and that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and it's our Libra. Remember, Aquarius has Saturn going direct, and Gemini has Mars going retrograde, and it's been there for a while. And we just had that Mars full moon, and also too, and I didn't really realize this, but on the 7th, 8th, when we had the full moon, Mars actually was eclipsed. So the moon, if you were looking up there and you see little Mars, kind of, I think it was to the right, the moon came between Mars, or it appeared like it came between Mars and the Earth. I think it was like that for a half hour. Also on the 4th, I think the moon did the same thing with Uranus. So there are some strange energies around that full moon, and it is carrying us through. So I talked about that. Now, I did not talk about Cups, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, Pisces, we know Neptune and Pisces, retrograde, right? Retrograde. Neptune, Pisces, well, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces is Scorpio, and Cancer, fluid, emotional, spiritual, very spiritual energy. So if we see those in any of the readings, I try not to go too deep into that then. Here we go. Let's see. Higher power, and again, I open myself higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whatever you want to call, I call it God. And so let's see. Source, what do you have? What else? What can you add to this? Busy, prepared, I don't know. Restriction, rules, regulations. Here we go. And these are man-made. They're not of God. They're not of source. They're not of nature. Okay, so just be aware of that. They are man-made. They are not They are not they're not binding in the universe. Okay, here we go. Clinging to the past. So we have a 5 energy here again. Now, I do not know, I don't believe that this may be actually the Hierophant. I have to go through my cards a little bit more to see, but this might not be. But this is a 5. This is, not letting go. This is wanting things to be as they used to be. So there is something going on next week, I don't know, or I should say the week of the 12th, but it's about clinging to the past, not letting go, not opening up, not looking to the future. So very interesting with that one. Okay, so I don't know, 5 connects with this 5. Yeah, maybe this is what, they want to, we're always evolving. We're always changing. We are always moving forward. And there are energies that don't want that. So we will see what we will see. Okay? Okay, so interesting energies for us. Now, do me that favor, and again, I know I have to say this because sometimes it slips our mind. So please, please, please do the like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. It's amazing when you do that. It's amazing how that helps the videos, what I do, my little project here, if we want to call it that. It helps us to be seen, or us, me, God, source, to be seen. So thank you very much, and why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Sagittariuses, and happy birthday. I'm feeling a lot of red energy around you today. I feel a lot of vibrations. I feel a lot of pushing forward. I feel just really that, red, very bold energies. Hence, we have some red on. The sign is red, so I just feel red around you. So maybe if it's a color that does not look bad on you, you might want to wear it a couple of days for this week. I'm saying weekend. I get so mixed up with my dates because I'm doing this on a Friday for the following week. So sometimes I get mixed up. I'm like, didn't we all? Oh, a card has fallen out. The Leap of Faith. Archangel Metatron. Something changing in your life, but in a very positive way for you. I want to try to get that a little straighter. But it's not working that way. So something changing in your life. I do feel it's a very positive change for you. It's something that may not necessarily make sense at this time. It may, it might be one of those things. Maybe there's a job change. Maybe you've been, promoted. Maybe you have been, maybe you've been fired even. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility. But the thing about it, it's going to give you an opportunity to explore something that you've been wanting to explore. Okay? I don't want to say that that it's not, I don't want to say that, it could be, it could be something that your job opens something else up for you, but it's either way, even if you go home feeling like, like what the heck happened, it's going to open something that much better for you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And I hope you can understand it and just really go with that energy, because this is something you've got to have faith. You got to believe. Whenever I've had leap of faith moments, I was pushed. I was prepared. I was saying, okay, I know something's changing. It didn't change in the way I thought it did, but like I said, it was something that got me through, or it got me to a better place. Okay? So just believe, have faith, pray, meditate, do the stuff that I always tell you to do. It's very, very important to do that. So now, let's see, higher power, what else do you want to say for my Sagittariuses? Now, maybe you're already being called on a journey. Maybe you're already being, you know what this is all about. But again, depending on, let's see what we have here too. But again, this is something, it takes faith, it takes belief, it takes confidence, and just know that everything is working out for the better for you. Okay? And I do think you'll see it sooner than later. Now, what is sooner? Sooner could be, maybe when we get Jupiter into Aries, so maybe on the 20th. it starts something. It's like it starts the clock for you. Okay, 0 is God's source energy. Leap of faith is the fool that just, you know what, I just know I'm being directed. I just know I'm being held. I just know that things are going to work out the way they need to be. Now, and you've heard about my leap of faith in 2018, when I decided, okay, no, well, I didn't decide. I was told to leave my job, and I took this leap of faith. Did not know how anything was going to work, but kind of loosely saw something happening. But Archangel Metatron, believed to be Enoch before the flood. He existed before the flood. Human, walked with God, talked with God, transfixed, transformed into the heavens, never died. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Okay, next card is reversed. The King of Raphael. So the King of Raphael, King's underlying energy, all the court cards have dual energies. King's underlying energy is your Aquarius, your Gemini, your Libra. It is air energy. So you're thinking things through. You're it's not as bad as you think. You're thinking things through. You're making your plans. The Raphael in itself is the water energy. So this could be something to do when your sun goes, was it trining or was it sextile? No, it was squaring. It was squaring with Neptune in Pisces. So it could be that, your sun is making you look at some hidden desires, hidden feelings, hidden wants. So, so that's, fluid, emotional, water energy. So this could be on that. What would that have been on? Was that the 14th or 15th? That's, it really makes you look at things. But the King of Raphael is about trusting your heart, is about, I've gone through the depths. I've gone through the depths of the shadows. I have seen, I have seen the gates of hell, and now I know that nothing can hurt me, and I know that I am, I know we're going into this big, I just know that I am more now because of what I have gone through then. Okay? King of Raphael really comes out there believing in himself even more because he knows. He knows. All right? So warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So something's happening. Again, this could be when your sun squares off. And remember, it doesn't just flip on like a switch. There's a little bit of a dimmer there. So this is when your sun squares with Neptune and Pisces. Okay? So let's see. But it's rough to get through. If the waters are rough to navigate through, but it's really something you are meant to do, and you'll get by it much better than you think. And like I said, there's blessings with this. There's blessing with the leap of faith. Next card is the Nine of Michael. Well, when you're going through stress, when you're going through problems, when you're going, whatever this is about, and even having a good, thing, a promotion, a new job, money, all this, that can still create stressors. The 9 says to you, you've got everything you need. Stop worrying it. Just get moving. This is a good thing for you. Michael, though, is our sword energy. Again, it's our air energy, that Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the 9 of Michael is the one where you're kind of like sitting there pulling your hair, wondering, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And the 9 of Michael basically tells you not to be so stressed out, not to be worried. Now, it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that, but it doesn't, it's not necessarily that easy to do. Again, release it. Release it. Let it go. Say, no, I don't want this anymore. I know that there's something better for me out there waiting. Okay? So your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So interesting stuff, because whatever this is that happens next week, or this week that's down here, it is something that it's like it's going to open better doors for you. Okay? It's not the same old, same old. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Now, of course, you always have choices. It is always a choice. And, so, and I would not tell you to quit a job unless you had a job, okay, that was already signed up or already lined up. There is choices with this. Oh, okay. Well, that one just popped out, and it is reversed. 8 of Action. This is the card that we pulled in the introduction. This is the 8 of Fire, the 8 of Rods, okay? So let's see. Let's see if we can read this. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you, and yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. The 8 of Action, the 8 of Fire, the 8 of Rods. Okay, so now let's go here, and we're going to go to the inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. So let's see what we've got here. Let's go ahead and shuffle these. Go ahead and do this again. What do you have for my Sages? It looks like it's a stress. There could be stress, my Sages. There could be, but there's action. There's opportunity. There's something that's just awaiting. You are very ready. Try to put the worry aside, because there's lots of really good blessings here. This leap of faith, like I said, many a time I've taken it, but I just knew I knew that I was on the path that was, put out for me. Here we go, reversed. A joyful sunrise. I love that. Yeah, you can even read this now with me. Find time to help yourself, or you will find you are alone when those you've helped have moved along. So this is a time that you can concentrate on yourself, my Sages. This is a time that you can work for your own benefit. Okay? All right, so let's see. Joyful sunrise. I love that. That means, because, remember, it's always darkest before the dawn, and that's what this is about. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself first in order then, and, so focus your attention on you, because when you do that, you're able to then take care of others that much better. Okay, let's see what we have. What crystal or energy higher power would be helpful for my Sagittariuses? What would be helpful for my Sagittariuses? Here we go. Reversed again. Blue topaz. Finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, forgiveness. Okay, my Sages, like I said, it looks like looks like it's a little bit of a stressful week per se, but it all depends on how you handle it and how you let your faith guide you, let your belief system guide you. Make sure you're connected really well. And it looks like there's actually some really wonderful opportunities ahead. Okay, so just let it go. Hey, stress, be gone. All right. Anyway, my Sagittariuses, please comment. Let me know who this needed to be delivered to. Also, do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. It helps so much, and thank you. As always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.